show for you is free. Come and join our mystery. Every show we try real hard. See what guests we bring around. Try to watch us all the time. What will we do all the life? Under our production we grow. Talking till the end of the show. The Baron and Sindee Nyte are live. We are glad you're here tonight. Sometimes we haven't got a clue, but we strive to be real and true. Bringing fun and dark humor to light. We got a great show for you tonight. Welcome to the show. Will you be our friend or foe? Together here we never fade. Having fun with lives we made. Under our production we glow. Talking till the end of the show. The Baron and Sindee Nyte are live. We are glad you're here tonight. Welcome to the show. Will you be our friend or foe? Together here we never fade. Having fun with lives we made. Under our protection.
Live? I'm live. Hey, everybody. If you didn't hear, we have a live audience
Once
this
again,
evening.
a live audience here on the Baron and Sindee Nyte show here in the beautiful confines of Screen Crash Studio
I like 'em for-
in Rio Town. How about that? Rio Town, Lansing, Michigan. As always, guys, I'm the Baron,
Sindee Nyte.
Sindee Nyte. Our special
I'm
guest,
Jerry.
Jerry Jodloski.
I'm just Jerry.
You're just here.
Just Jerry. We'll talk about Jerry a little bit more in a little bit. Right now, as always, guys, get out there and share us out. Let's get more people in the chat,
Right.
and let's get a nice conversation going tonight.
Well, Sasquatch on YouTube says woohoo.
Woo, Sasquatch! Love me some Sasquatch.
Right.
man.
On shrooms, by the way. Oh,
Okay.
and
Malice in the Mitten is in the
says,
house.
hey, Jerry. Michelle.
Can we
on
talk
Facebook.
about Jezebel Michelle for a second? How
You
amazing,
can talk all you want.
how incredible of a vendor she is. I don't know if she's never been on a show before, right?
No.
Oh yeah, she's
So-
been on the show.
No.
She's been on the show.
She has?
So I saw Michelle over at Krampus one time, and I was like, wow, she has a professional presentation
Oh,
and
yeah.
all of the things that she does, and I love her little mini steampunk monsters, and I was like, she's too good for our show, and sure enough, she applied, and I was so thrilled. Michelle, you're the best, and she's a social media queen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she really helps us out with our events, you know, because she is that social media queen.
Yeah.
She just posts, and
Yeah.
she gets on my ass when I'm not posting. So she's like, John, you should probably put out here, put out there.
Or messing things up, like not saying things correctly. She will let you know.
There's an error. This isn't right.
And then her and Ray, they come out to an event I do, Ignition Maker Fest, and which is robotics, and any people involved with robotics are friends of mine. So they're great.
Yep,
They
good
are.
people.
They are.
Yep.
So I wanted to say Sasquatch over there on YouTube. Sasquatch, what is it? Sasquatch on
On
Shrooms.
shrooms.
In a few weeks, we've got a Sasquatch show. So watch out for that one. We've got a special guest coming on that is all about Sasquatch TV, the whole, what is that? Coot and caboodle? What is that?
Kit and caboodle.
Kit and caboodle? Is that even a word?
It's a saying.
I don't even like saying that. Ugh.
Well, you just did.
I gotta rinse my mouth out
All
now.
right. Well, you
Yikes.
have fun with that pink juice.
I know. What is this shit I'm drinking? Holy crap! The Baron don't drink pink juices,
Well, apparently you do.
but it's spicy.
Spicy.
Yeah, it's jalapeno,
Habanero.
habanero, yeah, something.
Okay.
It's spicy.
Hi, Danny. It says hi, Two Guys Garage.
Two Guys Garage.
Yes. Squatch says count me in.
Yeah, look on our schedule.
Hey, Dan Holroyd.
Oh, there he
So
is.
from Southern Michigan Paranormals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Another one, an amazing,
Yeah.
guy of what he does, very experienced,
Yeah.
and he leads our ghost tours at our events, and can't say enough about the guy.
Yeah.
I love you, brother.
Yep. Yeah, he'll be on the show coming up. I don't remember the date, but I'm sure he knows the date. 'cause
I would hope so.
I don't know the date right in front of me, but yeah, Danny, and he's bringing one of his other crew with him.
That's
I
cool.
don't recall who it was, but he is bringing somebody with him, and so yeah.
He's
He
one of the
says, hi,
founders.
Sailor Jerry.
Oh, he's one of the founders of the Great Lakes Ghostbuster Coalition. So
Oh.
literally like a dozen factions of Ghostbusters throughout the
Wow.
state. He was one of the main guys who coordinated everything, and then
So he's the czar of the ghost.
he's let's say Godfather. Let's just
the
say
Godfather. Okay, the Godfather.
Yeah. I think that's
Ghostbusters.
fair, right, Dan?
March 5th. There we go.
March 5th. There
Yep.
you go. What's
Oh, it's Bat fundraiser. Okay, well, I can't remember. I do everything with you, Michelle, so
Yeah. Yeah.
that's funny.
Well, got
All right,
there.
so if you haven't noticed, we have Jerry Jodloski as our guest this evening. And you put on a few shows.
I do.
So you want to tell the folks out there
sure.
what you do?
So my big thing, my title, I guess, is an event director, and a few of the shows that I put on are Frankenfest, along with my sister. She's we're a brother-sister duo putting on that show, and then of course How to Halloween has been going since 2014, so that's been going for a long time. But those are my two big. There's no doubt Frankenfest is kind of the main, our centerpiece one. Yep, that flagship is a good word for it.
Which is where this set
That's right.
behind us came
Yeah,
from,
yeah.
correct?
That's part of something you'd see that I've built through the years.
Yeah.
I kind of add one prop per year. So since I think we're at 5-year Frankenfest and coming up on year 6, I believe. So yeah, it's kind of built through that time, but you've given it a good home. So thanks for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks great back
It's
there.
happy
People
back
love
here.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's cool. We get people, even when we're not doing a show or anything, we'll have different things going on, and they walk by and like, holy crap, look at that.
So Frankenfest is, it's a Halloween themed art fair, but it's not so much dark. There's a lot of it's all about life, like bringing Frankenstein to life and putting positivity out in the world. We have it's anchored at a historic venue, whether let's say in Port Huron. We're at Michigan's oldest lighthouse at Fort Gratiot this year on Saturday, June 27th. And then our mammoth monster show is in Detroit on Saturday, September 19th. And that brings out 10,000 people to that show. It's incredible over at historic Fort Wayne, which is, the barracks building is a cool center focal point to the show. And it's been great. It's just, and I couldn't, my sister's title being event artistic director. She's the one who kind of works with all the artists and coming in, and my job is working with people like you guys and bringing the entertainment and attractions and those kind of things. So we're always looking for people and programming and fun stuff like that. So if you're interested,
So see, you let the cat out the bag. We'll be there.
Yep.
So let's start. The first one is Port Huron.
Port Huron, June 27th, Saturday, June 27th.
So what are some of the things people can expect at Port Huron? Which, by the way, is my favorite one. I just love Port Huron. I've mentioned it many times before, but what do you got?
Well, I think I'm guessing what you like too is the venue. the
Yes.
site is so
The
incredible. We knew
location,
when we pulled up, because we're always looking for different places. We've tried in Lansing and in Flint or in Jackson, and we pull in and just to see that, there's kind of a campus of historic buildings,
Yeah.
like where the keeper stayed. There's the old fog light station, and Michigan's oldest lighthouse kind of towers above us. We put a big banner up there. But what you see are really talented, curated artists. It's not just your run of the mill. These people are really putting in the time, the quality work. So a huge marketplace to begin with. That's of course the main thing, and what we always want to promote are the people doing that work. The rest supports that, and that's with groups like Southern Michigan Paranormal are there. We have a cool aerialist acrobatics doing outside that's happening. The Flying Frankettes, they're the best.
Flying Frankettes.
Yes, they're
Flying
with us every
Frankettes.
year. It's like a 20-foot apparatus that they do routines on once an hour outside. So there's a lot of, this is all free, by the way. You can just come on in, and outside we have special guests. If you want to look inside the historic buildings, it's $5 to get in. And that's where you can meet our special guests like you guys. And we'd have,
Except for we're not inside.
do you not? Yeah, no.
You know,
You were last year.
Yeah.
Last year we
That's
were.
right. Okay. This
The
year
only
you won't be.
problem with being
You'll be
inside
floating
with
around.
us is the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
kind
Like-
of messes with that.
Podcasters will be there. We've got Haunted Mitten podcast. I've invited Malice and the Mitten to come. It sounds like they're coming. We're gonna be happy about that.
Yes.
That'll
Well,
be
you never
great.
know. You never know if Tracy and I get going on, you know what, that we may like debut there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Even more.
it's-
Okay.
it's-
So people like that, a lot of things to see. Dude, it's just a great day. It's a fantastic
is,
day.
it
Of
is.
the Ghostbusters are out there, and we've got like a Jurassic setup. There's hearses. That'll be fun. Now wait a minute. So
All right.
Baron, I know you don't like to talk politics, okay?
Right.
But people listen to what you have to say. You have a lot of pull in this community, and I want you. It's Mott's or Welch's.
Did you just pull that out of your
I
pocket?
did, because I think these are better,
These are better.
and I want
Okay.
and your opinion matters, and we gotta see what you think.
I'll be the judge.
Okay, with that, hi Matt.
The country's so divided anyway. I didn't mean to, but maybe you can put this debate to rest.
Is there an orange one?
Yeah.
And you know what? Carrie at Batter Up Bistro prefers these, so
Oh,
we're
really?
going off of that. So
Oh.
so you can do a little taste test.
Oh,
I
well,
I think
there you go.
they're less chemically.
Less chemical. Okay.
And they're
They're a little,
softer. I think they went.
nothing like
No,
eating,
They're sticking to my teeth.
Of course they are.
nothing like being on a show and eating fruit gummies. But
Just do it really loud into your mic.
No,
what do you think?
they're sticking to my teeth. All right, let me take with the other one. All right, hold on. Let me get this. Let me cleanse the palate.
I mean, let's throw it out there.
Mhm.
Mott's or Welch's to the.
Well, my favorite ones that I ran out of. Where'd we get those ones that I used for the last year? Were those
Sam's,
Sam's?
I think.
Yeah, Sam's Club.
Okay.
Theirs are like. So, all right. Let me cleanse the
Tracy,
palate.
you trying to let the cat out the bag over there on
See?
YouTube.
See? Michelle's son likes Mott's the best.
Oh, see?
See?
Hold on.
But see, look
See?
at over at Tracy here. She's
Oh,
over
I
here
didn't
trying
see
to let
here.
the cat out the bag.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, I like Welch's better.
Okay.
Oh.
They don't stick to my teeth.
The Baron has spoken.
Yep.
But
We
see,
had a-
does
we
that
had-
matter?
You come on over to our side anytime you want them.
All right.
Mott's, they're good people.
Well,
Good people. I like
No sponsorship.
both.
yeah, right.
No sponsorship money though. But
No.
Becker
We'll take
says,
it.
are you
we're always
throwing
looking for
stuff at
sponsors.
me?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I do. All right. Yeah. One of the things I really like about the Port Huron one is, you're right on the lake.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. If it's really hot out, you just 20 feet, and you're literally sand between your toes. You got the Blue Water Bridge right there. It's so picturesque.
The
and
tanker
beautiful.
ships going by.
Yeah, the ships going by, sailboats going by.
But see, that's the problem. See, he won't stay focused if
Yeah.
there's a ship going by.
Yeah, I won't. I'll go chasing that ship. I'll go after it, and I'm like taking pictures. Or be like, I worked on that one.
I'm hoping to make it into the lighthouse this year.
Yes.
Yeah, every year we never get into the lighthouse.
Nope.
We're so busy.
We'll let you in after hours.
All
We
right.
got you covered.
All right.
Sweet.
So,
Matt says Mott's as well.
See?
really?
See? The
They just,
the people have spoken.
I don't know. Let me try one. They just stick to
Let
my
me try
teeth.
one more.
But maybe it's just
Yeah, it's sticking my teeth. Right now I got something good out here.
You're just issues.
Yeah.
You just
okay.
have issues.
Fair enough.
Yep. It's sticking to my teeth.
Let's get
Okay, with that,
Yes.
so let's move on to the next one, which would be, because that's September, so it would be your how to, right?
Oh,
No.
yes. So
No,
it's
no,
well,
Detroit.
so then Detroit,
'cause that's
that
September.
as I said, it's just Port Huron on steroids. That's the one we've been there now for since 2021. That's when we launched there, and we work with the city of Detroit. They've been great. People just come out there. It is by the water over there too. You can see the bridge and
Yeah, you got to climb over that kind
yeah.
of berm and kind of go through the tall grass and kind of make your jungle crossings. And
Now, I like the Detroit because of the historical
so
value that's there with the
Right.
building and then the underground, basically, tunnels.
the tunnel. So it's the site is a 1847, military site, but they never had combat there. But it's a star fort is the biggest thing, and you can see there's just these huge walls, and of course the tunnels. There's these spooky tunnels that are just amazing over there, and then there's a barracks build. I mean, you walk in, it's almost like you go through these gates like you're coming into Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
When you walk inside
is,
there,
very much
yeah,
so.
yeah, and lined with hearses coming in, and just tents for as far as the eye can see of really cool vendors and stuff. There's music and just it's just a great people really like. You have a great day out there, so that's the biggest thing.
Definitely another fun one.
There's a lot to see.
Yes.
And you are doing, and I don't know if you want to bring it up yet because you haven't announced it, but you do have something
In the works.
special in the works
Oh,
for Detroit in the old.
absolutely.
What was that room? The gunpowder room?
It's like there's this building that is the ammo depot. If you can imagine, it's an old building kind of off to the side a little bit that where they would store all the explosives for a safe place, but it makes for these thick old walls and everything over there. And inside, for the first time this year, we're going to have the Other Side Museum be there as part of that show.
So the first time ever.
Yes.
We've taken bits and pieces of the museum to different events. This is the first time, so we're announcing it right now. This is boom right now. We're announcing the whole museum.
Wait, the Other Side Paranormal and Mortuary Science Museum.
But we did change the name.
Okay.
It's actually the Other Side Museum of Curiosities.
Great.
So we're bringing the whole museum
new to
into
Franken
this.
Fest Detroit 2026 this year. Okay.
So it's going to be in that ammo room, and it's going to be great.
Yep.
So we're bringing the whole thing out, and
It'll be exciting.
it's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch up real quick. Hi, Jen. Becker, you could actually do Detroit. The tunnels will fit wheelchairs.
Yes.
So it does.
Yeah,
it
they're
does
big
fit.
open tunnels. I guess that's what we're calling them.
Well, they kind of are tunnels, but I mean they're huge.
Yeah.
And Michelle's being a little sneaky.
I
She
know,
had
I
to
saw her. She
jump
went over
over
to
to YouTube to find out what we were talking about.
Oh.
with Tracy.
I mean, the bummer is the old buildings aren't all, handicap accessible,
Right.
but of course the whole site is and
Yeah.
everything like that. So
right, but
so-
some of the tunnels they are.
Oh, sure.
they,
There's lots to see.
yeah.
It's a lot of wide open spaces.
Just you wouldn't be able to go up to the water because that's
Mhm.
upstairs.
As always, the audience, if you have a question, just be like, hey, I got a question. Me. I got a question. Me. So, all right. So what was the date on that one again?
That is Saturday, September 19th,
Okay.
and you can find out all the information at frankenfest.com. So
Frankenfest.com. That's pretty easy.
pretty easy.
All one word. Frankenfest.com.
Yep. We just launched this earlier this week. So
okay.
some people might not know that we're up and going. So we're back.
You are. It's up. Go
Yep.
check it out.
And this is how many years at Frankenfest Detroit? How many years?
This will be, our first was 21
Okay.
right after COVID. So here we go. Year 6.
6?
Yep.
Yeah.
Year 6.
Year 6. Holy cow.
Yep.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I know. Seems to disappear too quickly.
Yeah. So we'll talk about how to Halloween here in a minute.
Okay.
What else do you do besides what's the day in the life of Jerry Jodloski?
Okay.
What do you do with your time when you're not working
Wow.
on freaking events?
I'm
Even though I know you're always working on some kind of event.
I mean, I guess I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, right? So I
I
got
know
a
that
lot
very well.
of things in the fire. But so my wife and I, we own Batter Up Bistro. That takes up a lot of our time.
Yeah.
And you guys are kind enough to stop by and featuring, the Baron
The dr-
cocktail,
Yeah.
which is on
Y'all
our
gotta get
menu.
out there and get
Yeah.
a Baron. What's that? What is it? It's a really nice bourbon, honey, ginger beer.
Hi,
cinnamon
Crystal.
mixture. Yeah. It's very New Orleans.
Except for Sindee Nyte doesn't have a drink.
No, she doesn't have one. Not yet.
Not yet. It's a matter of time. So we're really proud of that place.
Yes.
What's the best way to describe the very natural, organic,
Well,
homemade,
yeah, nothing is
nothing frozen? That's our
the
claim to
biggest
fame.
thing.
You can
Yes.
taste the
Fresh.
You can tell
Yes.
the freshness.
Yes.
Just,
Yeah.
a burger. Just okay, it's a burger. No, this is not just a burger. This thing is like ridiculously. Oh my god. Yeah, it's huge for one, and just the flavors that Carrie has mixed in with this thing. It's like, what the hell? How do you do this to a burger?
Yeah.
It's so juicy, moist, flavorful, and it'll fill you up.
She's so talented and just a natural of, she doesn't have any special schooling for it, but has quickly become, one of the best restaurants in the Lansing area. It's just, I'm so proud and happy to be part of it. And, my job is to write the checks and do dishes.
And bread.
That's what I do. And
Do
bread.
the bread.
And
I make the bread. I'm up late at night. So
Yeah,
we
they
hand
make-
make all the bread. That's,
Yes.
you know what, that's the foundation to everything is homemade spelt bread.
Yeah.
And, I'm just the muscles. It's all her. It's almost like a chemistry thing of, what she does, mixing it and temperatures and timing and everything like that. I'm just the guy who shapes it and bakes it. Shake and bake.
Yes, Jezebel Ray does need to try that drink, 100%.
And she's bummed she can't make it to most of your events because they conflict with other ones that she signed up for. But
Fair
she
enough.
will be there in spirit, she says. this
Michelle
year.
That sounds
Erskine,
good.
that is on Michigan Avenue, just west of the old train depot on Michigan Avenue.
Or just east
East
of the Lugnut
Of the
Stadium.
ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy one. And now what's interesting is your bistro is not, because Batter Up and the stadium's right next to it, it's not a baseball themed
Right.
restaurant. It's
No.
literally the
Yeah.
batter.
We say it's not this, it's this.
It's this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
So,
it. It's not
A lot of
this.
people think it's maybe a sports bar. It's not.
Not.
There's no TV.
No TVs, no screens.
Oh my god, it's just so.
Relaxing.
It's a 1908 building with all the exposed brick.
Yes.
And
Which
Just
you
no stick cut.
downplay the stuff that you do, because you redid that
that's neat.
ceiling and everything in there.
There is a
so.
cool that's probably our one of the highlights is when you come in and you look up and it's got the original ceiling, the tin ceiling, and it was a whole process to get the paint off of it, and whatever paint we couldn't get off of it, I just pulled a Michelangelo and spent the summer, painting the ceiling, faux painting what we had to fill in, and just would do a little section, and it makes for something straight. We needed something oomph to when you walk in the door, and it's nice in that way. And it used to actually be a building that would service like an inn for the old working train station back in the day.
Okay.
So people would stay there and that kind. But it's been many things throughout the years, of course. But it's nice to have that historic through line, and it's about being authentic. That's our place.
Yes.
So
it's just it's not a big multi-restaurant corporate owned machine. It's just mom and pops.
Yep, we opened up in 2017. We were closed for a little while during COVID, but then came back strong with a new bar and dinner service and bathrooms, and we completely renovated. So that was really good. The other thing I kind of do is I'm the owner of Jam and DJs since 1991.
Holy crap!
What does that mean? This is my 35th year. So that was a it was huge. It was so I'm winding down a little bit. I kind of focus more on festivals, providing the music for the festivals, and I'll do the theme show every now and then. I used to have a whole crew of dozen men and women helping out, and we do a lot of the sports bars. But since COVID, things obviously that kind of went down a little bit.
COVID changed everything.
Changed everything.
Well, and Matt, you will have to come out, and if you come on a Wednesday, you might see us there.
Yeah.
Wednesday nights.
That's when we're usually there.
Go there. I'm at the end of the bar all the time. And yes, we have a question from the audience.
Jerry, is there any plans in the works that have a Halloween themed combo with the bistro?
So the question was, are there any plans in the works for Halloween themed combo with the bistro? Maybe some themed drinks, but why? What are you thinking? Like, what would be great would be like a ghost tour or something like that, or a specialty night. Is that kind of what you're thinking, or what was your thoughts? What?
I don't know, maybe like Halloween dress up bistro night,
That's not a bad, we have like usually Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, those are our big ones.
You guys got hit hard with Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that was a big night.
Out.
That was a big night.
Right.
You know what? So, but to give you an idea of our place, for example, St. Patrick's Day isn't that big. We don't have the green beer. We don't have the TVs where, I remember DJing in the day. Yeah, Halloween out at the bars. That's a huge bar night. And, we close at 9:00. So, but yeah, everyone's welcome to come on in and let's do it. But yeah, we got to look into something.
Right.
So,
Michelle,
in fact, we got a special guest
exactly.
or whatever, maybe Malice in the Mitten, or we could do something. I mean, we did a cool thing this year for the first time. We had Santa come.
Oh, Santa came.
And
cool.
it was just drinks with Santa. It was casual. That was fun. So maybe something.
The customers had a blast.
Yeah,
with
that was
they
a good
just
day.
loved that.
Yeah. So
They did.
we're always
So,
looking for
I
ideas.
know.
Well, hang on, because Michelle Erskine says, I remember Jam and DJs. Well, it still exists.
Yeah, it's still. Yep.
So we can bring out. You'll love this for Halloween. Drinks with sewer.
Oh,
Drinks with sewer.
no, I don't think you want sewer in your restaurant.
Yeah, you'll be very busy, like doing a lot of mopping and stuff.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
sewer's
sewer's
very-
not very clean.
So Malice in the Mitten was here a month ago, and what you guys did was great. Is that people who ask questions get some swag?
Oh, yeah.
So I either have a T-shirt, a Robot Pumpkin T-shirt, or a Downtown Lansing Zombie Walk bumper sticker for you. But I only have in T-shirts medium, large, and XL. So what would you like?
I'll take a large. I'll give it to Tracy.
Large
Yeah, Tracy
coming up. Large T-shirt.
is asking a question anyways on here. It says, Jerry, with all of the amazing work you and your sister have done with all these festivals, what one thing have you not done that you would like to?
That's a long one. Holy
It was, I
crap.
know, that's why
Who asked that?
What-
Tracy.
Oh, jeez, Tracy.
What one thing? Maybe I'll ask more for what I'd want, and that's a huge corporate sponsor. Maybe that's all of us. That is something that if we can. That's the kind of thing that would sustain the events and make it bigger. It was easier, I think. I don't know if it was, but so my sister, for example, she runs a DIY street fair in Ferndale.
Right.
She was one of the founders of that place, and back in the day, they had Chevrolet, as a sponsor and stuff like that. Those monies aren't quite there as it used to be. It's hard to get. The sponsors are tough, and by the way, me running How to Halloween, that's how we came up with Frankenfest, in that she ran the DIY street fair, I ran How to Halloween, and we Frankenstein that idea together to create Frankenfest. But I do always have some ideas and things that I build. I've got one big build. I also do vehicles. I have themed vehicles. For example, a good friend of mine, Aaron Aikman, and we created the Michigan Mystery Machine. You can see that
That's
on
cool.
Facebook. So that's our, we convert. So he did all the engine work, and I did all the graphic design and vinyl and things like that. And we converted an old 1970 Dodge A100 van that we bought for a couple $100 in Wisconsin. That
Nice.
What it's like to travel back from there with a vehicle, but we trailered it back, and that appears at events and things like that. I've done a lot of Ghostbuster vehicles for even Dan Holroyd from Southern Michigan Paranormal. I've lost track of how many I've made for him because they keep breaking down, or he sells them or something like that. But I've done multiple vehicles like that, and just for friends,
Squatch one.
There you go. That's another one.
Our Jeep Rubicon Squatch one, all squatched out.
And signed by Douglas Tate.
That's
right. As well.
Yeah, he signed
it inside.
Mm-hmm.
Inside of it. That was pretty cool.
So Michelle Erskine says, if you ever want a face painting, balloon twisting, cute clown, let her know.
Love to, 100%.
She's been at a couple of our events.
That's
we
great.
Had her do her thing.
Done and done.
Yeah, she's very entertaining.
Okay, good.
She's, I think she went to clown school. I'm pretty sure she went to clown school. She's like an old school clown. The scariest,
Smiley, that's her name.
The scariest ones of all. You'll have sick
or
and
the normal
and stuff like that, but they're scary. But the real clowns, they're the ones that you got to watch out for. They're the spooky ones. They're the ones everybody's afraid of.
That's true. Very true. It is.
Why am I having an issue?
Because it's you.
You know what? Wait, I talked about my origin story a little bit. I want to know what's the Baron and Sindee Nyte's origin story. Like, if
we
there
don't
was
get asked questions.
I know. If there was a comic book of your beginnings, how would it go?
This is interesting because Sindee Nyte has been around far longer. Even though I'm old as hell, she goes way the freak back.
I am
So
Sindee
back
Nyte.
in the early '90s,
Yep.
Okay.
we started out with Screamcraft Publications. Okay, so we produced our own magazine. It was a horror magazine, independent film type of magazine. And Sindee Nyte was the original columnist on this magazine. And then once we stopped doing it, Sindee Nyte kind of went to the background a little bit. We still built up Screamcraft in other ways. But yeah, the Baron came out much later, much later.
But where do they come? Like, do you come out of are you a phoenix rising out of a volcano? Were you bitten by a radioactive spider? You know what I mean? What is
I'm just an old voodoo guy from New Orleans.
Okay.
And I found her out and about.
Yes. So you walked out of the grave.
Out in Mardi Gras.
Got it. See, this is interesting.
Outsides of Mardi Gras,
yeah.
Tourists don't go.
Okay.
Is where we finally hooked up.
I can picture it.
But the Baron, myself, I was not in the limelight.
Under the moonlight, all this. I'm picturing that. Okay.
Yeah. So that's our.
So it goes to show you how crazy Sindee Nyte really is.
She goes back a ways.
Okay.
She goes back a ways.
and then I expose everything.
Mhm.
Danny said he only sold one. Sorry.
And he broke the rest.
Well, it says the Durango lost its motor
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
trans.
Or it sold or broke down.
And then
Yeah.
I will do another.
Okay, let's go. That's great. I'm
So
up for it.
Michelle Erskine says, I am proud being the scariest one in the pick with Sicken and Scurvy. And Sin
Sin.
Mile, yeah.
I don't know Sicken and Scurvy. I haven't met them, but I want to say I'm fans from online. I follow you guys, and I just love what you do.
Great people.
Yeah.
Same with Sin Mile. Sin Mile's a handful.
Oh, yeah,
Holy
he is.
crap. You better have your boots strapped on tight, because
Yeah,
that's
when
a
he,
job
yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
He'll keep you.
If
He'll
you
keep you going.
think Sicken's a handful, which you haven't met, Sin's on a whole nother level.
Yeah. Good guy though.
Mm-hmm.
Love to have you at one of our events.
Yeah. we gotta
Which
get
one?
there.
Come on,
Probably
we got
all of them.
lots.
Sicken
Yeah,
and Scurvy, Sin Mile.
Frankenfest would be great. Perfect.
Well, Sicken and
Cynical.
Scurvy would be closer to Detroit.
Yeah, Sin Mile's in Detroit area.
Yeah, Sin is
But
too.
he's down in Arkansas a lot with
Yeah.
Cynical. But if we can get both of them up for Detroit, that'd be cool.
Come on over.
Yeah.
We'll have to reach out to them
Okay.
because none of them are in at the moment. But
Well, he started a movie production company, so he's
Yes.
making movies now. So
he is
he's a busy young man. Busy.
busy. Okay, so before we run out of time too, so we've got to talk about your how-to.
How to Halloween.
Halloween.
How
So,
do you do Halloween?
How do you do?
I like it as a verb. Hey, let's Halloween. We're gonna Halloween the crap out of this thing. Let's
Right.
go. So, How to Halloween started in 2014, and we were originally based over at the Lansing Center, and that place got pretty expensive, and you had to charge to get in, which limited the people to come in. We have a brand new home as of after COVID. Since 2013, we're over at Impression 5 Science Center. We're outside there, and really what it is, it's if you're aware of a maker fair, it's a Halloween themed maker fair. It's people who make stuff, they build stuff, and they want to show it off. That's the the theme for this event. Of course, you have vendors. It's a little more family friendly. I think you'd agree with that.
Yes.
We have a lot of vendors outside. There's
Baron
music.
had to behave himself last year. It was very
Yeah.
family friendly. So I had
Yes.
to watch my P's and Q's.
And I had to
That's
dress
right.
down.
Huh?
And I had to dress down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or dress up.
No, I had to dress down. I had to.
No,
Well,
you
yeah.
gotta pull it up.
I got you. I'm with you now.
But a lot of
Right.
vendors, artists, makers, bakers, crafters, and everything in between. And of course, we have our special guests like there's some good guys from Squirrels Creations. They create these giant costumes like Monsters Inc., life-size
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. People. And of course, the Ghostbusters are there, and we always have a different theme this year. That we haven't launched that event yet. It's coming up soon, but it's going to be the first weekend of October. So look for that at how-to-halloween.com. You can see the info from last year. But the other cool thing about that event, we've added on Ari Old's Transportation Museum as part of the show, so we've expanded. So, and we work with the theater that's over there, Riverside Theater. They've been great people, good partners. So the whole campus is involved. But another cool feature about that event is it's the Downtown Lansing Zombie Walk is kind of our grand finale with that.
Yeah.
And that's going on. I lose track of if we're at year 15 or 16 with that, or maybe even more. So I'm not the originator of that. It's someone named Stephen Ward. He started it out back back maybe 2010, and I came along, I think, in year 5, and we said, here's a good thing, but it was hard to do it just as its own event. Standalone event was hard, and but who also was involved with that is someone named the Zombie Bride. I'm wearing her T-shirt right here.
She's cool.
TheZombieBride.com is such an incredible person. Please look her up. And she's the one who is really the glue to that event. I'm just the person who deals with a lot of logistics and keeping things going, and make sure the porta potty's there and that kind of thing, and get the permits. She's the one who leads the horde of zombies to the Capitol for a photo shoot, and is on the mission to end hunger insecurity here in Lansing. So we we do a food drive donation. We collect non-perishable food items for the Greater Lansing Food Bank, and we get a couple hundred zombies that come on out, and we do the parade that walks by, and it's a really cool, amazing, and it's one of the few that's still survived that long in Michigan. So her goal is to start up others in other cities, and Marshall, Michigan, she did last year for the first time, and I helped out with that.
Oh, nice.
And hopefully there'll be more and more, and we'll just keep doing a lot of zombie walks. So that's two of the events that go on, and we're looking at some new surprises.
Nice.
There's gonna be something new
But
coming.
it was
Something new.
Something
it was
new.
very hot
It's
last
hot.
night. Man,
Yeah.
it was hot. We had to scramble because our equipment was
Well,
like roasting and burning
Yeah,
up.
it was.
Yeah.
Before we run out of time, because I want to make sure that these get put on there. Alex, if you could type in, someone wants to know if they want to apply to be a vendor for any of the festivals. Where do they go?
So for Frankenfest, if you want to be a vendor, it's frankenfest.com. There's a vendor button on there. Just look for whether you want to be at Port Huron or Detroit. For How to Halloween, go to how-to-halloween.com. There is a place, you just look up participate. Click that, look for a vendor, and you can fill out that application. We'll get you in and stuff like that. And I also do run two other events. There's Ignition Maker Fest. That's a robotic themed event that's also happening at Impression 5 Science Center. That's going to be Saturday, May 16th. That just launched. Look up ignitionmakerfest.com. And then Fantastical Fairy Tale Festival is coming over at Crossroads Village and Huckleberry Railroad. That's going to be late July this year. So you can.
So are these all separate then, like, pages that they
These
go
are all
to for
separate
these?
pages. So you go to
Okay.
ignitionmakerfest.com. You go to fantasticalfairytalefestival.com, which hasn't launched yet, but just for more information, see if you want to be a part of that show. And there's a lot of things going.
Well, yeah, and then you're saying you're gonna be sneaking another one in
There's
there.
new stuff. Yeah.
You should start like a page called Just Jerry.
Just Jerry.
Yes.
There
No,
it is.
just Jerry events.
You know what?
Yes.
If you go to jamandjs.com, there's an events, there's a festival tab there. You can see all the list of all the festivals. You can see, all the decor things that I've done, like the Frankenstein or Jurassic. I have a Jurassic vehicle along with a huge T-Rex, that I do for hire at other shows, themed events, lots of things like that. So I'm always doing. Summertime is the big time. So.
And Monster
Entertainment Group is
in the house.
Stop by, guys. And
Oh, now can we say about them?
Go
So
ahead.
they are our grand finale for both Frankenfest. The invitation was coming out, so hopefully you guys are in again. But we have monster drag events doing our grand finale, putting on a show at both Frankenfest, Port Huron, and Detroit, and that is a showstopper.
And they were at both.
They were both
last
last
year,
year
yeah.
and maybe even the year before. They've been doing it 2 years, and we love that working relationship with them. We're so happy, honored to have them as part of the show, because it's just pure entertainment. Come on, I mean, what a show they put
well,
on.
Michael,
Michael,
that boy works.
thank you,
his
Michael.
ass off.
Yeah,
Holy
you really
crap.
do work hard.
He
Thank you
does.
for coordinating everything, and love to have you again. So
Well, there you go. So invitation coming.
yes.
Or it's already there, I guess.
Right.
You just said it.
Yeah.
So
Just seeing if we're missing any of the other.
no,
Yeah, looks like
I
we
was
caught up there.
trying to keep up. There's some and audience. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't. Well, first, I don't know how you do so much stuff in such a short year. So it's hats off to you staying so busy. But besides your events, what's your favorite part of Halloween?
So the question was besides my events, what's my favorite part of Halloween? Um, you know what? So this all started. My story is that Halloween was a time that my mom would make a Batman costume for me. Keep in mind, this was back in the 70s where you can't go out and buy something cool. She made it out of long underwear, sewed the cape and the cowl, and and gave me the patch, like that looked like the Adam West version. And there's me running as a 7, 8-year-old as in my glory. It was the greatest kindness memory that I had. So it started with that, and to be able to kind of provide, to give a little of that magic back to the event is always something that I love to do. That's my, just kind of warms my heart. Oh, just give me ideas. I spark stuff, whether, let's see Scooby-Doo in real life, or let's go, oh, look at that, a giant dinosaur, or those kind of things. I love, so from that, I also was, fast forward having kids of my own, and it was decorating our own house. And I did a big Batman themed display one year in 2009, and you can look it up on YouTube, Batman themed Halloween display, and you'll see at my old house where I built this tumbler Batmobile out of my PT Cruiser, and I had a real life Batman up on my roof, and the bat signal was shining, and hundreds upon hundreds of kids going, oh my God, it's the Batmobile in his driveway. And that was just thrilling. So now I don't really have a house where trick-or-treaters come. I live in downtown Lansing.
Yep.
So How to Halloween is my thing. There
It's
you
your
go.
thing.
Would you like a shirt or a downtown Lansing zombie walk sticker, bumper sticker?
I'll take a sticker.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very
Real
welcome.
quick here, Sasquatch on Shrooms wants to know what's your favorite Halloween or horror movie?
Mine?
Yep.
Well, they talk to us all the time.
I like the Universal old school Frankenstein, and I just dove into Dracula, and I really like the older stuff. I was always saying my favorite though, probably for the longest time, was Young Frankenstein.
Oh my God.
So that's it. I have it memorized.
Yeah.
It's me and my wife were high school sweethearts, and we would we've been messing with those lines ever since then, and since we were kids. So yeah, I think that count. Yeah, Young Frankenstein. But then I'm into pop culture stuff too, like let's say Aliens and Terminator. I go that more than the gore. I go the the action oriented stuff, but still old school.
Definitely. Todd has a question.
How cool is it with your Batman memories and your story, and then your wife ends up being in the Batman movie?
So he said he was commenting on how cool it is that I have Batman, in my past and everything like that. And we have to do a shout out to my wife. If you didn't know, Batman v Superman. This is the one with Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. They shot here in East Lansing, and they used the museum over there, and they called for extras. And there was, a couple hundred extras. Well, sure enough, Zack Snyder picked my wife out, say, hey, come on over here and stand next to Henry Cavill. She happens to be a small, petite, to make him look bigger.
Yeah.
And every time we watch that movie, there she is on screen. So you can see her during the time when Lex Luthor is having his speech. She's in the museum, the party scene. And
awesome.
to get, and it is thrilling that she's a movie star. Yeah. Heck yeah. She's our celebrity guest that comes to our shows. That's about the best we can do. So
That's awesome.
That's funny. Yeah. And Tracy says, "Sweet bumper sticker."
Oh, cool. I make things like that for the vinyl. It's all handmade and stuff. So those are for sale at How to Halloween. We do a lot of merch like that. So
well, your robot pumpkin. I'm a big fan of your robot pumpkin posters. I got a few of them in our shop, and actually right outside the studio here, we got the big one that I just love. That's my favorite poster.
That's designed by local artist Steve Jenks from Screen Prints. He designed that. It's actually an Addy award-winning poster. There's other amazing vendors like We have E3 Designs. Erica, you're just wonderful. And then there's Heather Hastings from Midnight Dream Designs. Come on, she's so lovely. It's the people who put up amazing tents. They really are doing some good things with that. What else? Oh, here, he's getting the poster.
Oh, well, there you
I thought
go.
he was going to the bathroom again.
I know, me too.
I thought he was gone. I'm like, really? Again?
Let's see.
So Matt says you are the man. Young Frankenstein is what got me into Halloween. Michelle says Abby Normal was the name
Yes.
of one of their dogs. So
You know, I just thought my daughter's name is Abby. It wasn't planned after that, but maybe it was now that I think about it. So,
subconsciously.
yeah. Look at that. But
That's funny.
I guess the biggest thing, my job really is to promote artists, to promote vendors. So if you go to these festivals, if you're going to appear there, bring your wallets, share the love, support these people. That's what matters. And if we can, I'm just trying to set the stage for people to come so they spend money in that way. And because that's what, makes it all go around, especially in this AI times, that it gets harder. And even with, the economy, come on out and support these people.
Well, and I think, the other thing that people need to realize too, and I think like how we're realizing is as our group, our circle grows, is finding the people that have that like mind and really want to succeed together.
Right.
Not the it's all about me. It's all about me. We've got to work together for everything to grow.
I'm so happy with this community we kind of have. It's building all together, and we all have each other's backs, and whether it's being a cheerleader or throwing out ideas or that kind of thing, or just bringing your skills to help that other person succeed. That's what it's all about.
And that's the way it should be. Because when you're selfish, I don't think it really benefits anybody. And I think this year is going to be pretty amazing with the group that we have. So all together, family.
I agree.
Is there anything else? We're getting close to time.
Okay.
We
It's
are.
flew by. I don't know.
Matt Davis says, here, we're going to do some pats on the back for you here. Matt Davis says, Jerry, you are the man. Young
I already read
Frankenstein-
that.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh, where was
Way
that?
ahead. I probably getting the poster.
So did you get that last one?
No, you can
Okay.
say that one.
No, go ahead.
I don't want to know. Okay.
Jezebel Michelle says, Jerry, you are so amazing.
No, I don't like being in front. I'm trying to
No.
lift these people up, and I'm more behind the scenes, and I like making
When I
like
was booking you
helping
on the
stars
show,
shine.
Yeah, you don't like to be in the forefront, all that stuff. So I didn't invite him on the show. I told him
me to
He
be
was
here.
coming.
So yes,
He was
yes.
saying, no,
Yeah,
I said,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
you're going on the show.
Okay.
But you
It
got
wasn't
to
an
think
invite.
that people have to know who you are in order to help you support the people you want to support.
There you go. Exactly. And you're right. You have to, of course, put yourself out there. But I think,
Exactly.
you know what? For our event, like for example, Frankenfest, that's the face of our event right there. Zombie Bride is the face of Downtown Lansing Zombie Walk, and then Robot Pumpkin, that's our mascot for How to Halloween, which is kind of the whole tech Halloween kind of thing. So
Right, but if there's somebody that
yeah.
wants to support you and stuff, and they don't really know who you are,
Mm-hmm.
it's good to be that face of those things so that they know and they know who they're getting involved with. And just short story, quick, not even gonna go there, but we were not told the best things about you. And when we got to know you, it was a totally different story.
Oh.
So I'm not going into the story, but
Yep.
it just goes to show that, if you put yourself out there, then we may have been friends before.
Sure, that
now.
I do regret. We should have been, we missed out on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I think really it comes down to, your actions speak louder than words. It's putting the proof in the pudding. Do
Yes.
what, and then it comes around.
Yes.
Your reputation follows you for what you do, and treating people well, making sure artists are comfortable and relaxed, that they have all the instructions that they need for the show. They're not worried or crazy, running around like with their heads cut off. We want to, set them up for success as much as possible in everything we do. That's also the philosophy of my sister Krista and everyone I work with. And then even at my wife, Batter Bistro, come on in and relax and eat some good food. So it's just really putting your best foot forward and being humble and inviting you. Come on in if you'd like, and no problem if not. But
And word of
we'll
mouth
take care of
is
you.
huge, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Thank you, though. That's a nice compliment. So thank you very much.
Yeah. Love you.
I love you too.
Awesome.
Oh, stop it. For God's sake.
Quit being jealous. Get out.
All right, before we close out the show, is there any more last minute questions from the audience? Going once. Oh, there it is. Huh?
Welch's or Mott's?
Well,
I think
What
we
was
are-
yours?
Sam's Club first.
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club first, and then Welch's.
Oh, here's a Mott's. Ready?
Welch's.
One more. There you go.
They won't
And then give them
stick
a
with
Welch's, and you
They
do your
had
own.
Welch's.
Okay,
They
good.
already
There you
had
go.
Welch's, yeah.
I had one more left, so there you go. That's the way.
Welch's.
Yeah, Mott's are better.
But
Mott's are
above both of those are the Sam's Club. That's all we got for today. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I also want to say thank you to our Patreon folks. Make sure you stay for the closing credits so you'll see who our Patreon sponsors are. If you want to be a sponsor or an advertiser on the show, get a hold of us at screencraftstudio@yahoo.com, or you can direct message us from any of our Facebook pages. We got lots of different options, so that's all I got.
Right. And I'm always much love to everybody and all your support coming and watching our show and our guests and just learning more and more about what this community is all about. Gotta love it. I'm going to see if they all remember. 3, 2, 1.
Creep it real.
Oh, look at
That
that.
was awful.
Can we try that
That
one
was-
more
Yeah,
time?
yeah, let's see that.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Creep it real.
All right, that's a little bit.